Patrick is a Belgian truck driver who has been roaming the roads of Europe for the last 20 years. During that time, he says the general working conditions in the sector have worsened.
It's becoming difficult. A lot of trucks, especially from Eastern Europe. We don't have as much work as before.
Patrick works for a small company of about 20 trucks on the outskirts of Brussels. According to his employer, the 2004 enlargement to Eastern European countries has made it harder for companies like his to remain competitive.
Drivers coming mostly from Eastern Europe with a cheaper labor force has really created unfair competition with the transporters established in Belgium.
Drivers at this Belgian company earn an average of €3,500 gross per month. In some Eastern European countries, this amount, excluding travel allowances, can be 5 times lower. Meanwhile, these drivers spend months at a time on the road, mostly in Western Europe, living and working in their truck. This situation could soon change. The European Parliament will vote this week on a major reform of the road transport sector, the so-called mobility package, which has been the subject of intense debates since 2017.
Le paquet mobilité a fait preuve de beaucoup de tensions avec deux visions.
The mobility package has created a lot of tensions with two visions. On the one hand, states and MEPs who are pushing for a very strong social harmonisation, and on the other hand, member states or MEPs who are more in favour of a liberalisation of the rules.
If the new rules are adopted, it will be harder for trucks to operate in a foreign member state, and when they do, local salary levels will apply. Drivers will be able to go back to their country of origin every 4 weeks and will not be allowed to take their weekly rest inside their truck. Finally, companies will need to prove a substantial activity in the country where they are registered, and their trucks will have to return to that base every 8 weeks. While some in the EU applaud these changes, others claim it is an attack against the single market and a threat to their economies.
The transport sector is responsible for about 6% of Polish GDP. And it will be less, it's obvious. But it will affect not only Polish economy, it will affect the European economy, because transport become more expensive.
If adopted, most of the new rules will start applying in 18 months. Brian Carter for Euronews.